Okay, so I just did a video on circumcision, and like I said, I want to focus today on male rights or male related issues. And this is a issue that I guess every man, well, a lot of men think about. Does size matter? And I'm gonna say yes. And the reason I say yes is just because of the women that I've talked to. I wouldn't say all women care about this issue, but I would say a good amount. I've talked to a couple girls who let me know that the reason they wouldn't date a guy was because he was too small. I mean, this one chick told me this one guy that she slept with. First of all, she told me it was unexpected because the guy was a tall dude, tall and muscular, and she didn't expect a big dude like that to have a tiny one. But it wasn't just small. She said it was like below average, like real small. And she says he knew that it was small, and that he told her that every time he shows it to somebody, it's like they don't want to sleep with him, and she felt the same way. She didn't want to sleep with the dude, but she ended up sleeping with him. And she said she actually did came and everything, so the sex wasn't that bad, but that she couldn't be with the dude with the small one. And I told her, well, if the sex wasn't bad, what's the issue? You know, she said she just didn't want to be with a dude with a small one. And then she brought up some other issues, this and that, but it was the size at the end of the day. And I talked to a couple other girls that said something similar. So does it matter? I think it does, and especially if you're below average, it matters a lot. Or if you're above average, a lot, you know, it matters. So let me play this clip. I'm gonna react to it, and then I'll give you some more insight.
About the enormous cock thing, is it overrated?
This guy doing a documentary on it.
Yeah?
Remember the guy that was embarrassed by his girlfriend?
Oh yeah, this is an old Joe Rogan clip. I mean, it's really old. I don't know if you can tell. This it's freaking like over 10 years old.
On the Jumbotron, there was a guy who, on live TV, he proposed to his girlfriend.
Oh, I've heard about that story.
And he got rejected.
Uh-huh.
She said no. Well, he's making a documentary on his penis size because the reason why she rejected him is because his penis is too small.
See, like I'm saying, and this is like people like to think like the guys are assholes when if they reject a girl because she's fat or something, but women do the same thing, you know.
Shut up. He's working on this documentary now. He's an LA guy, and he's just being real open about his dick size. It's like, you know, if average is 5.5 inches, I'm below average.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he's saying. So it's, you know, it really does legitimately have a small dick, and he's doing all these things like he attached a weight to it, tries to stretch his dick out, he's going through all these different things. Like they show.
Oh, you talk about a market that for advertising, man. Nobody. It's like hair loss and small penis. That's all because every guy. I have a good size. I have a big penis.
How big?
Every woman I've slept with has commented on it.
I would have said, whoop it out. Whoop it out and show it, or you're lying.
I don't know if they love it, but some of them don't like it. It's too big.
Girth also, or you just
It's proportional, but it's something that has been commented on. And my brother, as a matter of fact, women that he slept with have said to me that he also has a very big penis.
So you're very happy with your penis?
Extremely happy with my penis.
So you wouldn't be a good guy to talk to for this guy if you wanted to.
No, if he talked to me, I think he'd feel like you feel when Gary Gulman is on stage.
7 inches.
No, I don't have a huge cock. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying huge cock. I'm saying it's a really. I think women are surprised. I'm 150 pounds. I think they're surprised at the size of it. And I think that it's one of the few things about me physically that's not repulsive. To me, I hate that I'm bald. I hate that I'm skinny and that I'm pale. I hate everything about my body, but I'm very happy with my penis.
It's funny because the stuff that they use to market for big dicks, like all bullshit. But the stuff
Right.
that they use for hair, there's some stuff that works, like Propecia works and Rogaine works. But the dick thing, nothing.
No.
Yet there's still things out there.
Right.
There's still things out there for the hope. Just the fucking vague hope that maybe something.
But my point is, does it really matter? Like, does the average woman really care about?
I would say the average Western woman does. Just from my my experience and what I've from my own experience and from what I've talked to American women. European women, I'm not sure if it's the same issue or even just people of other cultures. Just because I think too here in the United States, the body counts are much higher for people, and I guess if you're just sleeping around left and right, you know, freaking, you get to see the ratio, you know, and you got more to compare versus if you're in a country where people are more monogamous, and maybe that does I don't know, makes people think about that less.
About a dick being bigger or smaller? Isn't it really about, like, how is the foreplay? How's the motion? How's, like, what are you doing with your hands? Oh, 10 million in 4 days. Oh,
Yeah,
that's brutal.
a lot of black dudes goofing on him.
But did people know at that moment it was about his dick?
Oh yeah, no.
She didn't think that we were right for each other was because my penis was a little too small for her.
Patrick and I had his first experience in the bedroom.
That's
Don't
her?
remember much.
That was a
I
different
thought
girl.
we were just making out. Sex is a very important part of the relationship.
Anybody says the size doesn't
I
matter,
don't think that size matters that much.
guys with small dicks that say that.
I think that the men of the world deserve an answer to this question, and so I'm gonna find it.
Look at that sad apartment you live in. That little dick apartment.
So great, you're on this
She probably just said,
Hold on, let us go. What the fuck? This looks interesting.
Yeah, but
He's
people
touching
are-
that dude's dick.
the male body
Yeah.
was not subject to a critical gaze, and now it is.
Everybody wants to have a big penis.
It is like a cake.
I don't want this on my Netflix history, though.
Don't be scared. You got a big dick. Let it swing. Someone comes to look. You go, huh? Come on, take a look.
Well, you know, Colin Quinn heard about it because I'd slept with a few female comedians that had talked about it, and so there was a room. So Colin Quinn on Tough Crowd said, I want to see it after the show. So in the great room, and I whipped it out, which you can say when it's big enough. You can say whipped it out. And he was there with with a few people, and one was this black woman, and she went, "Ooh." And Colin was like, "Well, that says it right there."
That's hilarious. Yeah, that's an interesting subject for a documentary. But when a guy says that something doesn't matter to a girl, he's being a fucking idiot. Period. You don't know what matters to a girl. You don't even understand what it's like in any way, shape, or form to be a woman. So pretending that you know what a woman wants sexually, that it doesn't matter, it might be the most important thing sexually. How about that?
Yeah,
Evolutionarily, it makes sense.
I'm just wondering because the size of a woman's vagina to me doesn't. I can't remember walking away going like guys go, oh shit, such a tight pussy. Like I don't remember ever really that being a giant factor. Like I remember being like with young girls who were like 17, 18, and definitely
Damn, that almost sounded kind of like
it was
pedophile.
small.
Right, but just stop and think about what you've already said. You've already said you have a very nice sized penis. So for you, it wouldn't have as much of an impact as a guy who's got a needle dick. A guy having a needle dick, dating a girl with a tight pussy is a huge plus.
Right.
For you, it's like your dick is pretty good size. It doesn't matter,
Yeah.
you know? But to the girl, I think for a lot of girls, it matters a lot. It sucks, guys with little dicks. I'm sorry. It's a shitty fucking roll of the dice, but it's the way of life.
See, I agree. To a lot of girls, it does. Well, to a lot of Western women, like I said, I wouldn't say this. I haven't been to every country, so I cannot say. But to women who are more promiscuous, I would say it matters a lot.
And I
But
think
isn't it like if you look like I don't know a lot about basketball players, but I know there's some really small guys. and they learn to drive to the hoop better, and they steal a lot of balls on defense. You learn how to make it up in the rest of your game.
He's basically saying you better learn how to eat pussy.
You would hope so,
Yeah.
but there's nothing keeping that guy with a big giant Ron Jeremy dick from being good at eating pussy and being a great personality and being a really sensitive and supportive
Because
boyfriend.
he's a star.
Well, no, it's not. It doesn't matter. Like, just because you have a lot of get up and go doesn't mean that a guy who also has natural talent and physical attributes doesn't also have a lot of get up
Right.
and go. It's
Yeah, like I'm thinking, that Ron Jeremy guy. I don't know if you know Ron Jeremy. He was that porn star, kind of ugly looking. If I'm being honest, like fucking huge, like fat. And I don't think he ever had like a girl, like a consistent girlfriend or anything. But he did have like a giant one. So my question is to you ladies: would you rather have a handsome dude with a either average or below average one, or a guy that looked like Ron Jeremy and had a giant one?
It's like the difference between a martial arts champion and a guy who really will never be fighting for the title. It's like there's certain guys that just lack the physical advantages that the guys at the very top.
Yeah, but the guy who didn't have the natural advantages, he lives in a bad neighborhood and needs to kick ass or he's going to get killed.
Doesn't know
The guy
his
with
help.
small dick has to get good foreplay down. Has to
Anderson
learn about
Silva.
fingering that anus.
Anderson Silva can be
Huh.
living in a castle, still get out of his Rolls Royce and kick the shit out of you.
Right.
There's certain guys that can just do that because they have natural physical advantages, they also have talent, and they also have an incredible work ethic and intelligence. On top of that, you would assume that someone with a lot of natural talent doesn't work as hard, never gets as good, and that is often the case. But just because you're a hard worker doesn't mean you're guaranteed success. There's certain realities about physical
I agree with that. Just because you work hard don't mean you're gonna get rich or be successful.
attributes. And a guy with a little dick is never going to be able to fuck like Ron Jeremy.
No.
Ron Jeremy's got a hog in his pants. And he
But
pulls out
that's-
this fucking 9-inch fat cock, and you're like, holy shit, his dick is huge.
And he goes down on them for a long time.
He's an animal.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, there's nothing to stop a guy who's built like that from also being a really nice guy. Like, so for a guy like this, who's, I don't think the size matters, you know. Listen, dude, it's a part of life, okay? Just like the shape of your face matters, just like an underbite matters. It's a weird thing.
Yes.
Should it be the only thing? Absolutely not.
No, you can still be you can overshadow that, hopefully, with cunnilingus and with talking dirty, eye contact. I mean, there's a lot of things during lovemaking that are
I'm
factors.
not going to say lovemaking. You didn't even say fucking. You weren't dating.
Because I'm talking about something two men do
You're talking
together,
to
Joe.
a woman.
Yeah, so I don't know. So it doesn't matter, yes. And just like they said, everything else matters too, man. Your looks, your height, your bank account, fucking everything, man. The standards. Everybody wants fucking some tall, dark, and handsome, freaking athletic dude with a large bank account and a big one, and semi-famous. You know, who knows? That's the at least here in the West, you know. That's why I might do my next video will be maybe about being a passport bro or something, because here in America, man, it's materialist, being materialistic, and what's the other word? It's freaking, I don't know, that word where you just cares a lot about beauty and other shit. It's the thing nowadays. Yeah, so let me know your thoughts on this issue.